हाय क्लास। लास्ट लेक्चर में हम लोगों ने एक्सप्रेशन फॉर प्रेशर डिराइव किया था। आज हम लोग उसके आगे we will discuss about the root mean square speed, and then further we will discuss about the interpretation of the kinetic theory for the gases which we have derived in our earlier lecture. So let's start with our lecture now. So first we will discuss about kinetic theory of the root mean square speed. What do we mean by the root mean square speed? Normally class, when we had discussed when we started our chapter of the kinetic theory of gases, at that moment हम लोगों ने कुछ assumption decide किया था, and that assumption was that all the gaseous molecules, they are traveling in all possible direction with all possible speed. Okay, that's what our assumption which we had made in our initial video that we have discussed already. Okay, we won't discuss that now. So as per that assumption, we say that in a container, in a container, in a container, there are n number of molecules. There are n number of molecules, and those molecules are traveling with all possible speeds in all possible directions. So let's say this is a molecule 1 and it is traveling with the velocity v1. This is molecule 2 traveling with the velocity v2, and similarly we have the nth molecule, and that is traveling with the velocity or speed, I say rather, vn. Okay, so if we have to find the square of this speed, if we have to find the square of this speed, we have to find the sum of a square. The square of this speed will be v1 square, v2 square, and vn square. These are the square value of the speed. If we have to find the mean, if we have to find the mean, then mean will be, mean of this speed is going to be v1 square plus v2 square till vn square, and that is going to be equal to that divided by number of molecule, that is n. This will give us the mean value, mean of the square. Okay, then rms means root mean square. If we have to find the rms, root of mean of square, so this is the mean value of a square, so rms is going to be root of this v1 square plus v2 square till vn square divided by n. Okay, this is being called as average value, that we call as a v square, and this is our rms, and that we denote with v r m s. rms means root mean square value. So if in case, if in any numerical, in any problem, if they give you the individual data of these molecules and they ask you to find out the root mean square value, in that case we can obtain the value with this particular formula, and that formula is vrms equal to root of v1 square plus v2 square plus till the addition of vn square dividing with the number of molecules. Let's see, if, let's take an example to discuss, to elaborate further this formula. If we say that we are having the 5 molecule with the speed of 1 meter per second 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 4 meter per second, and 5 meter per second. If we have the 5 molecule which is traveling with the speed as if I have given on the screen, if from this particular given value, if we have to find two things, if I'll ask you to find what is going to be V average, sometimes they ask you V average, find out the average speed or average velocity, V average, and then they can ask you VRMS. Okay, so for such kind of numerical, if they will ask you V average, here V average is going to be, if we have to find V average will be the, as you are finding the mean, it will be V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus V5 dividing with the number of molecule, as we are a 5 molecule, and that is going to be equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 dividing with the 5, addition of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 3 3 3 6 plus 4 10 15, 15 dividing by 3, sorry 5, and that is going to be 3 meter per second. That is going to be the V average. This is our V average. But if we have to find the VRMS, how to find VRMS? We have the formula. That is VRMS is root of V1 square plus V2 square till Vn square dividing with the N, and then VRMS is going to be, if we will substitute the value over here, VRMS is going to be square root of 1 square, that is 1, square of 2 will be 4, square of 3 will be 9, square of 4 will be 16, and that of 5 will be 25, dividing with the number of molecule 5. That is root of, it is going to be 415, 9, 14, 14, 16, 30, 30 plus 25, that is 55. So 55 divided by 5, that is going to be root of 11. Root of 11, we know it is going to be more than 3. Okay, root of 11 is, we know it is more than 3. Root of 9 we have 3, so root of 11 automatically it is going to be more than 3. So what we can find? We are finding that VRMS is more than the V average. It is more than the V average. This is a V average. Okay, so in this way we can find out V average and VRMS. So if in data, if they will give you the different values or the individual values of the speeds of the molecule, and if they will ask you the VRMS, how to find that, you must have understood the concept over here. But sometimes there is something else, that is we can even find out the expression for the VRMS in terms of pressure, and for that we'll take the help of what we have derived in our earlier lecture. तो पहले के लेक्चर में हमने देखा था, हमने प्रेशर का एक्सप्रेशन निकाला था, एंड दैट एक्सप्रेशन वाज, ठीक है, हमने एक्सप्रेशन निकाला था प्रेशर का, वो क्या था एक्सप्रेशन? दैट एक्सप्रेशन वाज P इक्वल्स टू 1/3 N by V स्क्वायर RMS. याद होगा आपको, हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर में एक्सप्रेशन निकाला था, एंड वी हैव द टर्म V स्क्वायर RMS स्पीड, पहले लेक्चर हमने देखा हुआ है. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग अगेन V स्क्वायर RMS को डिराइव करेंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रेशर एंड देन इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेम्परेचर. So from this particular formula, which I am marking as number 1 over here, what we can say? We can say therefore V square RMS will be 3 into V will get multiplied and N into M we have to divide. So V square RMS will become 3 into PV dividing with the N into M. What is N? Number of molecule. What is M? Mass of individual molecules. P is a pressure and this V is nothing but the volume over here. Okay. Further, ideal gas equation. What is PV? P PV is nothing but equals to nRT that we have discussed, where small n is number of moles. Remember, small n is number of moles. If we will replace PV with the nRT, V square RMS will become 3 nRT upon n into m. Further, what we are doing now, we are multiplying and dividing with the or we are replacing this n, this small n. Now remember, this number of moles we can write in two different ways. That's an important. Already we have discussed this term. We can write this number of moles n as a, अगर आपको याद हो, n is nothing but in terms of molecule we write number of molecules dividing with the Avogadro number, and in terms of mass it is m upon m naught, mass upon molar weight, molar mass. So that's the number of moles. So that's what we have done over here. We have replaced this n, small n, in this equation. We have replaced this n over here with the term n upon na. Okay, so when we will replace this n with the n upon na, equation will become V square RMS will be 3 into n upon na, and then RT and nm, it is going to be as it is. So we have only replaced n with the n upon na. What will happen? Then as you can see, n is present in the numerator as well as in the denominator. We can easily cancel. We will cancel this n. So expression will become 3 into RT upon na into m. So that's what we have. V square RMS equal to 3 RT upon na into m. Now, Avogadro number multiplying with the individual masses, that is being called as a molar mass of the gas. Okay, molar mass of the gas. That's equals to, so that will replace with the m naught. So we have the equation V square RMS equal to 3 RT upon m naught. That's the VRMS. V square RMS. The VRMS will become under root 3 RT upon m naught. Okay. What we can say from here, for the given gas, we know that for the given gas, m naught is going to be constant, molar mass is going to be constant. नंबर अगर आपको गैस दिया हुआ है तो उसका नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल भी फिक्स है कंटेनर में, mass of each molecule is going to be constant, so m is going to be constant. तो ये आपका constant है, m naught is constant, r is universal gas constant. So what we can say that VRMS is directly proportional to square root of T. What is this T? This T is absolute temperature which we measure in Kelvin. Okay, this is absolute temperature. Remember, that means what? When we say VRMS is directly proportional to root T, that means if T will become 0 Kelvin, as I said, it's absolute temperature. If T is going to be 0 Kelvin, then VRMS is going to be 0. It is absolute proportional. So VRMS will become 0. When we say VRMS will become 0 means all the molecule will stop. So at 0 absolute temperature, all the molecules stop. VRMS become equal to 0 over here. That's our conclusion. The VRMS is directly proportional to temperature. That means if you will increase the temperature, यदि किसी कंटेनर में आपने गैस मॉलिक्यूल लिया, and if you are increasing the temperature, टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा, इसका मतलब उसका स्पीड क्या होगा? बढ़ेगा. यदि आप टेम्परेचर कम करोगे तो उस कंटेनर में जितने भी गैस मॉलिक्यूल है उसका स्पीड कम हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो VRMS is directly proportional to temperature. Then with this class, with this हम लोगों ने प्रीवियस ईयर 11th में स्पीड ऑफ साउंड पढ़ा था. स्पीड ऑफ साउंड का फॉर्मूला था विथ लैपलेस करेक्शन. न्यूटन्स के फॉर्मूले में विथ लैपलेस करेक्शन we studied the speed of sound as a under root gamma RT upon m naught, speed of sound, under root gamma RT upon n naught, sorry m naught. अगर आप इन दोनों फॉर्मूले को टैली करो, कंपेयर करो, VRMS and VS. So here we have under root 3R for VRMS. For VRMS, we have under root 3RT upon m naught, and for the speed of sound we have under root gamma RT upon m naught. And we know जो आपका साउंड है वो लॉन्जिट्यूडनल वेव है, वो तुम्हारा एयर में फ्लो होता है, ट्रेवल करता है, ठीक है। अब एयर में वी हैव द मोनोएटॉमिक गैस, सो गामा का वैल्यू मालूम है आपको, Cp अपॉन Cv, इट इज अ molar specific heat at constant pressure to molar specific heat at constant volume, also being called as a adiabatic ratio. And for monoatomic gas, the maximum value of this gamma is 5 by 3, 5 by 3, which we can see from here. This 5 by 3 is definitely, it is lesser than 3. That means what? That means what? Vs, velocity of sound, is lesser than velocity of RMS. That means the speed का sound का जो speed है, it is lesser than the speed of the molecules. Molecules का speed, गैस का जो molecule है उसका speed sound के speed से ज़्यादा होता है. And that's why अगर आप एक sound को अगर different gas molecule आप लोगे, of course RMS depends upon the molar mass. Molar mass and molar mass of each gases are different. मोलर वेट हर एक गैस का अलग अलग होता है, ऑक्सीजन का अलग है, हाइड्रोजन का अलग है, नाइट्रोजन का अलग है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे मोलर मास अलग अलग है। अगर मोलर मास अलग है मतलब मॉलिक्यूल का स्पीड भी अलग है, VRMS डिफरेंट है, ठीक है। तो अगर आप साउंड को अलग अलग गैस मॉलिक्यूल में आप उसको अगर आप साउंड को प्रोड्यूस करोगे, तो वो जो गैस मॉलिक्यूल है वो साउंड को कैरी करता है, ठीक है। That molecules carry the sound with it, and that's why speed of sound is varying the from one gas medium to the another gas medium. अगर आप गैस मॉलिक्यूल चेंज करोगे तो आपका जो साउंड का स्पीड है वो भी चेंज हो जाएगा accordingly. Clear? That's what we do. That's what what we were supposed to learn over here. Now अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसके बेसिस पे we will discuss some numerical. Okay, so let's discuss some numerical which is based on it, and of course we will discuss the numerical from your book only. So let's have a numerical. The very first numerical we have, चलो पहला numerical दिया है, they ask us to prove that RMS velocity of an oxygen molecule, the RMS velocity of an oxygen molecule is root 2 times that of a sulfur dioxide molecule at STP. तो हमें यहाँ पे प्रूफ करना है कि जो तुम्हारा जो RMS velocity है ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल का, that is VRMS. I won't write RMS every time over here. I will write the velocity VRMS of O2. VRMS of O2 is root 2 times that of the SO2, sulfur dioxide. Okay, at STP means they have kept the temperature constant for both the molecules, oxygen molecule as well as the sulfur molecules. So this we have to show over here. Okay, keeping the temperature constant. Temperature is constant over here. Okay, now let's see the solution part. In solution, what we know that the VRMS is equals to, अभी हमने previous slide में discuss किया था, VRMS is nothing but equals to 3RT upon m naught. That's what we have discussed. So if temperature is going to be constant for T constant, what we can say, this V is going to be inversely proportional to the root of molecular mass. Okay. So from here, V of oxygen molecule to the V of sulfur dioxide, if this we have to find, it is going to be equal to square root of, it is inversely proportional, so it will be molar mass of SO2 to the molar mass of oxygen. Okay. Now what is molar mass of sulfur oxygen? Molar mass of oxygen, we know it is equals to 32. Okay. And molar mass of sulfur dioxide is 64. That value, if we are going to substitute over here, we are going to have therefore velocity of Vrms of O2 to Vrms of SO2 is going to be root of 64 divided by 32. That is going to be equals to root 2. And hence, now we can have, therefore, V of O2 equals to root 2 times of V of SO2. I guess this was supposed to prove. Okay. So this was the one sum which was given. I think it is sum number 14 on page number 74 जो आपके book में दिया हुआ है. So this was the one of the sum which we were supposed to discuss. Now let's take the second one. Yeah. Second one class. Second sum. चलो यहाँ देखते हैं. They are saying at what temperature will oxygen molecule have same RMS speed as helium molecule at STP? With that, they have given the molecular mass of oxygen and helium as 32 and 4 respectively. So यहाँ पे अपने को molecular mass दिया हुआ है, अपने को compare करना, temperature find करना है for oxygen molecule, and they have condition, they have given that they are having the same RMS speed. So let's note down the data what they have given to us. So in data they have given us that the RMS speed of oxygen is same as RMS speed of helium. Okay, RMS speed of oxygen is same as that of the helium. We have to find the temperature for the oxygen, whereas helium के लिए they have given the at STP. STP means 0 degrees Celsius and in Kelvin it will be. So temperature for helium they have given 0 degrees Celsius. That means that we will convert in Kelvin. So 273 Kelvin. Okay. Temperature of oxygen that we have to find. For oxygen we have to find molecular mass of oxygen, it is given as 32, and molecular mass of helium is given as 4. Formula same रहेगा. अभी देखा था हम लोगों ने that VRMS is equals to square root of 3RT upon M. I won't write M naught now. M naught लिखो या M लिखो, पार्टी की जैसा रहेगा. न्यूमेरिकल्स में आप चाहो तो m लिख सकते हो, बट मेक श्योर आप डेटा मास की जगह मोलर मास लोगे. सो दैट फॉर ऑक्सीजन इट विल बिकम अंडर रूट 3RT ऑक्सीजन अपॉन मास ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, मोलर मास ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, एंड दैट ऑफ हीलियम इज गोइंग टू बी अंडर रूट 3RT for helium upon molar mass of helium. Okay, they are same. You know that VO2 is equals to that of helium. It is given, that means root of 3R temperature for oxygen dividing with the molar mass of oxygen is equals to root of 3R temperature for helium dividing with the molar mass of helium. Squaring on both the sides, it will become 3RTO2 dividing with MO2 equals to 3R temperature of helium upon molar mass of helium. What we can cancel? As you can see, we can cancel 3, which is present on both the sides. R will get cancelled out. So we have TO2, that's what we are supposed to find. It will be temperature for helium multiplied with molar mass of oxygen upon molar mass of helium. Now, temperature for helium we know 273 Kelvin. This we know 32 and this we know 4. So it is going to be 273. This is 4 1 ja, 4 8 ja. So 273 into 8. So T of O2 is going to be 8 3 ja 24, 8 7 ja 56, 58, 8 2 ja 16, so 21, 2184 Kelvin. This is going to be your answer, that the temperature at which oxygen is going to have the same speed as that of the helium molecule at STP. That answer is 2184 Kelvin. I guess आपको ये solution समझ में आया होगा.